Well, hello, this is Chase Swift, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how to set up a Google Hangout. Now, I've used Google Hangouts to communicate with other people all across the world, which is just fabulous. But today, I'm going to show you the process of setting up a Google Hangout for the purpose of describing a challenge or something you don't understand on the internet, and you need to describe it to someone in greater detail because you just can't explain it well enough in a post with text on Facebook. So what I'm going to do is I have a Gmail account already. I have a Google account. And so when you click these little dots up here, this apps, YouTube will pop open. And this is probably the fastest way to do a single person hangout so that you can describe a problem and share your screen and have it all recorded for free with a Google Hangout. So first start by going to, whoops, I had a little error. Let's go back and try one more time. Click on YouTube, okay? And something went wrong. Isn't that crazy? There. Everything's okay. So those things happen. So you'll see I'm already logged in to my Gmail account. I'm already logged in. But if you're not logged in, obviously, you would need to log in. You'll have to know your username and your password. And let's just do that. It is crucial, absolutely crucial, that you have your username and password stored. And so I have it stored on my browser, and it remembers a password, but make sure you know exactly what it is so you sign in without an issue. And boy, look at that little YouTube error. Let's just hit refresh and refresh. It'll get it. There we go. Okay, so I'm logged in. Now, quickest and easiest way for a YouTube Hangout is right under upload. Just click the upload button right there, and it's going to load these options. Now, you can upload a video. That's fine and dandy, but I'm talking about this third option right here, the Google Plus Hangouts on Air. Now, it can be just you wanting to describe a problem or a challenge or something you don't fully understand, and you can share your screen and it will record your voice and everything. Okay, so it's a very simple. Click on broadcast. Now, it's going to immediately turn on your webcam. Hey, there I am. And then it's going to name you. You have the option or the requirement to set up and name your Hangout on Air, which becomes a YouTube video. So you could just say how, and I'm just going to title this, how to set up a Google Hangout, okay, for support, okay, because you want to get support because you need help, and sharing screen. Okay, so I'm going to put that. Okay, and I could even say sharing your screen. Okay, so type in a somewhat logical title for your Hangout, which will become a YouTube video. Okay, now you don't need to invite anybody, but you could. In fact, you might have somebody that works with you, and you could just enter their name in here, and they can help you all on the Google Hangout, and you can record it. So that way you won't have to be taking notes every second of the way. You could just record the whole session with somebody, and you'd have to have them in your Google Plus circles or any number of things. And this is all relating to Google Plus, things that relate to Google Plus. So if you don't have anybody, that's fine. I'm just going to continue and show you how I'm going to share my screen for free with Google+. Now, if you do a further Hangout and you want guests to be 18 or older, you can require that. I don't, this is just me, so I'm going to click Start Hangout on Air. Now, initially, it's going to come up with your webcam on, okay? So immediately, And you can see right down the bottom here, it's 28-30%. I can also see that my microphone is picking up. Okay, that's great. 45, 46, 48, 50%. It has to do its thing before it's ready, okay? So what I can go to is over here to the green button and just go to screen share. And what it's happening is it's bringing in this window. And really, one of the best things to show is your desktop. Now, I have a lot of my desktop, okay? I have other things. So I'm going to choose this one, which is my Google Chrome browser, which is showing what is behind. Okay, it's showing me right what's behind. So that's the one I'm going to choose. I would recommend you choose desktop. So in the future, when you do a Google Hangout, choose desktop. Okay, I have something special. I know what I'm doing. I'm just going to share my Google Chrome browser, which is showing the Google Plus Hangout. That's what you're seeing up here. So it's identified, and that's what I'm going to choose. So I'm going to click Start Screen Share. Now immediately it gets into this weird going off into infinity. So what you need to do is go to a different tab. And then all of a sudden, everything is perfect. Okay, and I'm actually recording. Actually, I'm not recording yet because I haven't started it. So just go down here. And it doesn't matter if it goes off into infinity. It really doesn't. All you have to do when you get ready, and you've got this going on, and it's going to look like it's going off into infinity, that's okay. You're going to click Start Broadcast, and that's going to start the recording, and it'll become a YouTube video. So you can get all situated, ready to go, and then click Start Broadcast. Okay, this will remind you that you're broadcasting publicly, which is fine. And I'll click OK. And then I know it's going off into infinity. But now I'm recording, and I get this Hangout on air is live. So I'm recording live, and it's got a yellow live. So now I can go over to a different tab. That's the key. Okay? Go to a different tab. And what are you looking at? Well, you're looking at your screen. And you can open up another tab, and you could go to something that you're having a problem with. Let's say it's, let's say it's on Facebook, and you're having a question about something, and it's really hard to describe. Okay? And so maybe you're in and I'm just sharing my screen. So I click maybe on a group, or I have a question, whatever you want. And it's recording your voice, by the way. It's recording your screen and your voice. And so you can describe something. You can say, how do you do this? Or why does this happen? Or all these different things. And it's better than typing this long question out, okay? You know, you could say, well, how do I share this? Or, and then the answer is right here. You click share, okay? So this could be like, you're like, well, how do I send it to someone's, to a group? Well, you know, I already know some of these answers to this question. You can just send it to a group, okay? So isn't this better than trying to describe in text only how to do something on the internet? I mean, we got visual. You can see exactly what I'm clicking on, and I can ask a question, and it's all being recorded for free on this Google Hangout. Yes, it is. So whatever you do, you could, you know, share. You could say, well, once you get this private message, what do I do? And then you could cut off your recording. And then someone would say, well, geez, all you have to do is type in someone's name, and boom, they come up. I could send this to myself. So I'm coming up with an idea. I don't know what your challenge is going to be. I don't know what your question is going to be on Facebook or on the internet, or on YouTube or on advertising or all these things relating things that people do online to make money and build a business and all these things. So I'm just showing you some really basic stuff that happens to be on my Facebook. Okay, so let's describe, let's say we've described the problem or the challenge. I didn't have to type, and as you can imagine, it would be a lot to type what I've recorded in this 10-minute video so far. Okay? So you describe your situation. Maybe you have a setup of a system, and I'm just going to go to the system that I use and log in, and it could show that I'm logging in correctly. And I could say, well, geez, I'm getting to this section, and I just don't know the answer. Okay? You could say, well, I'm having questions here in the training. And you could say, I don't understand what this is. People now can see everything that you're doing, and you get to say, what's a Facebook invite? Okay? Or what is this clickable Facebook timeline photo? What is that? And maybe you watched a video and you still, not everyone's going to always get it. Okay? But by doing a Google Hangout, just like I'm showing, you get to share your screen, share your voice, and ask questions, and everyone can see what's going on, which is pretty dang cool. And if you have a problem, a lot of the times it can be because you haven't done something quite right, and, like if you didn't know how to right-click and what right-click does, well, right-click brings up this menu of all these things. And so maybe someone could teach you, oh yeah, just do a right-click after you've highlighted the link. Can you imagine describing this? It's a lot of things to type. Right-click on the link, make sure it's all highlighted, whereas you can see it right now. It's so much easier in a video. You right-click and you're going to get all these options like copy. Okay? Now on a Mac, your options will vary, but a lot of times you get a lot of great options when you right-click. And that's how you copy a link, by the way. And so sometimes you can teach someone. If they have a question, you can come in here and do a Google Hangout and teach them something. And they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that you can just click in there and then right-click and choose copy. And it remembers all that for you. Okay? And you can actually go to a new tab and right-click and choose paste and go. Boom. And it goes to that link. Okay? So these are the things. I don't know what your issue is going to be on the internet. And there's so many things on the internet that can be challenging. If you've never learned it, it's going to be something new and different. But you can get used to doing a Google Hangout like I'm showing here. So I'm going to go back, keep track of your tabs, and if you don't need the tabs, close them down. Okay? And my last tab is the Hangout. And all I have to do is stop the broadcast right at the bottom. Don't worry that's going into infinity. That's okay. Just click stop the broadcast. Okay? Now, what's really cool is you have it immediately, and you can see the broadcast has been terminated. So I have not only the video I'm doing, but this Google Hangout video. And it's still sharing my screen. So if you don't want that, you can click on screen share over here, and it'll stop sharing your screen, and you can come back and see everything just as your webcam. And then what I like to do, down in the bottom right, see the links right here? You can click on links, and you can get the immediate YouTube link. Right away, it's ready. It's a Hangout. It's done. So I right-click on there, and I choose copy. Now that's in the memory of my computer, so I can shoot it off and an email to someone. I could put it in a Facebook, and I recorded my screen and my voice and my webcam for free. The Google Hangouts is a dream come true, an absolute dream come true. If you master this, there is nothing you can't do, because you'll be able to get answers and questions and support, and not only get answers for yourself, but answers for your teammates that are brand new, and they're they're excited, but they're struggling. They're like, Google Hangout, what's that? How I do it? Well, send them this video and they'll see, oh my gosh, it's really cool. So I've got the link. Okay, it's a YouTube page. Now, if you want to put it right on your blog, boom, there's the embed code. Ta-da! Okay, or if you use the Empower blog, you don't need the embed code. You just need the link, and you can you could email that to someone. You could put it in a Facebook thing, and it's live right now. And I'll show you that. Okay, so I'm gonna again. I've already done it, but just for repetition, I'm going to right click and choose copy. And now that YouTube link is in memory, and I've stopped the broadcast, but I haven't ended the call. This is a good spot to, don't end the call quite yet, because you want to get the link, okay, for your YouTube. And you can just click down there and it goes away. And now you can hang up the call and it'll start rendering it. It's live, but it's going to do some other things, and you won't have access to it for a little bit, except for the trick I'm about to show you. So leave the call, because now you're done with your Hangout. All this extra talking is not on the recording, not on the Google Hangout recording. I'm recording this whole session, so you see before, during, and after. Okay? So I'm going to leave the call by clicking the red phone, and it says this Hangout is now over. That's obvious, and a recording will now be uploaded to your YouTube channel. It's already there. It's awesome, and it'll automatically replace any live video players that were shared, like if you were doing a live Hangout. Well, this is me. No one's going to see this, so I just click close. Now it says you left the video call. Well, I'm like, yeah, I know that, but watch this. All you have to do, you have that in memory. And if you want to open a new tab, that's fine. And do paste and go. And boom. There's your video. Done. Live. Ready to go. Okay? I can pause it. See, so it starts off with all that going off into infinity, but then as I advanced, if you advance through, it's going to show where I was sharing my screen. Might have to click play here and let it catch up. This is so darn cool, if you think about it. I mean, I just recorded this, and unfortunately it's just a little bit slower than I would want. You can see that the time is 6 minutes and 10 seconds. And it's just not going to show. Let me go back a little bit in time and see if it'll come back. So if you need to, you can always refresh. Let me do a refresh. And that's that link again, the YouTube video. Here it comes. So I'll just mute it, and you're going to see that that little 6-minute session is all ready to go. And yes, you can advance up. Now see, it's beginning to, there, it's sharing my screen. Okay? And you can share it a little bit larger. Okay? And if I were listening to this, it would be perfect, but I've turned down the volume. Okay? And it's a video on YouTube. Now, here's something if you want. If you want to keep it private, you can go to Info and Settings. Now, it's still rendering. Okay? What that rendering means, it's just finalizing, and it's live, it's ready, but if you want to keep it private, click on Info and Settings. Maybe it's something that you're just like, you know what, I don't want, the whole world to see in a way. Okay, so what you can do is, after you clicked on the little pencil, come down here and choose from Public to Unlisted. Unlisted means they need the link. They can't search for it on YouTube or Google or whatever, okay? And so Save Changes. You have that link, that YouTube link in memory, right? Okay, if we go to a new tab, by the way, let me show you. It's still in memory, the YouTube link. Right there. Okay, and I just hit Enter. Boom, it loads up again. It's that instant video. If I want to edit it, click on the pencil, to go to Info and Settings. Okay, YouTube's having a bad day, but it does work. Okay, there it is. And then if you want to keep it unlisted so no one can see maybe your question, my suggestion is just put it on unlisted. Okay? And that's about it. You don't have to worry about this. This is the title that you put in right at the beginning. And if you need to modify that, that's fine. But pretty well, it's going to be fine. Make sure you just click Save Settings. Okay? And then you're good to go. And you still have that. By the way, it's still in memory because it's in memory. So as long as it's in memory, you can keep editing it and fixing it and watching it. If it's not exactly right, you could do it again. There's no charge. Okay, it's pretty simple. And you could email that, or you could put it on Facebook, or all these things. Let me just show you on Facebook real quick. Let's say you're in a Facebook group, and you wanted to post it. Now this is just a kind of a test Facebook group. Whoops, I don't want that. I did this one right here. So I can post this video right in here and say, here's my Hangout, okay? And then just paste in the link. And you can do a right click and paste. And good old YouTube will look for that video and it's found it and hit enter. Whoops. Actually, not enter, but post. And there it is. There it is. And someone can click on that and watch my YouTube video. And it's just so awesome. I can't get over how awesome this is. You will be invincible. There's nothing you can't do or learn or share or get help on when you do a video. And with Google Hangouts, it's free. Remember, all you have to do is get a Gmail account, okay? Go to Google, make sure you're logged in. Go right to YouTube, okay? They give you these nice little apps. Click on YouTube. It's all right. There we go. And then what was it? Again, clicking on Upload. Right away, click on Upload and choose the third option, On Air, Google Plus Hangouts On Air, click Broadcast, and you're ready to go. Watch this video if necessary again. It's not that difficult. You can get this. It's important to be able to share concerns, questions, ideas, and teach other people how cool the internet is. I just love it. And so I'm really thankful of YouTube and Google Hangouts. I literally use this almost every day. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos teaching people, helping people, and that's what it's all about. So I really hope you enjoyed this. And by the way, last minute, when you need to go back and edit or look at your videos, just choose this little gear, go to your video manager, and you're going to see right here, that's the video, and you can click on edit. And now you're back in. See, now the video is rendered. For that 2 or 3 minute period, though, it's not available. And that's when you might want to just put it on unlisted, in case you're one that just doesn't want to be public. Okay? But that's how to do it. So, thanks for watching this video. Go do a Google Hangout while it's fresh in your mind. Watch this video maybe twice. I think you'll get it. And good luck to you. And good luck to you in your business, or whatever you're doing on the internet, and helping other people understand how cool the internet is. This is Chase Swift. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.